As we are. Once again, as okay, just on both sides needed the refresh, which was new. Because usually at least one of them shows up. But as we are indeed once again alive upon the internet. Let's make sure that we are with everything set up correctly, titles and bit rates and such things. And my audio looking okay. Yeah, let's get her going. It's starting a few minutes early, but that's fine. Anyway, we're just gonna mess about and play this video game that I quite enjoy. So if you jump in, I've already forgotten what was that song. Wouldn't be per se against going and messing about.
Automated external
Yeah,
defibrillators detected on
oh
hostiles.
yeah, on the alternate it was something
Safe
different.
area
Right?
detected.
Because yeah, these two aren't per se worth it, but that's okay. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have a decent one. Because yeah, I do have another weekly available, of course. Although actually, before we do that, it's maybe so many. I'm on 319 already. We got ourselves a few field recons and SHD calibrations. Let's have a peek at what we have available for some. I'm actually curious just about this one. Just for a second. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, let's have a peek if I have anything that I want to grade up. Just to spend a few of these. I should take a big one to 25. At the very least. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's take a big one. Let's actually also take a Mark 16, maybe. Yeah, let's take a big one. Let's take this ACRE as well to 25. And then this G36 to 25, and this Mark 16 to 25. I'm gonna do the Police M4 because sadly no longer worth it. Maybe I should take a Lady Death as well. Let's see how much this costs us already. Keep forgetting. They should really roll that into fingering as well at some point. That'd be very nice. And hey there, Windsor. And hey there, they have a and Phaedrus and Tennyson. Quite nice and early on all of you. Casual varmint. I'll be going. Actually, oh yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna jump into Tidal twice real quick. Let's actually make an attempt at getting the Adrestia that I'm after. Because yeah, we're not gonna get that on itself. We need to just invest the time on it and just, you know, keep creating hits. take these 1 to 25 too. And name-wise, it's the Bighorn, right? Let's put these in. So what else do we have those exotic components for, if not to make some stuff look better? Because the bottleneck I had was fields or field recon, having reached another 500 levels. Get to spend 500 levels. So. And I'll be able to spend 500 levels on each character, so a total of 2k points is available. Although, of course, I could just spend all my points if I really wanted to, and I'm definitely gonna keep a little bit for next season. Well, as well, with the way that I play and the way that I'm set up, because most of these are the ones that I put like in my stash are are graded, and then I can like grab them from the stash if I remember, which I never do. Turns out to be, you know, 9 out of 10 times is not needed. I just usually grab them if I'm going like incursion. I make sure to grab a grade 20, like the graded Oreo from the stash and stuff like that, but not so much in other things. Let me catch up here as well. You're selling a safe harmony. I was going to be crazy impressed that you had a big one. Yeah, well, actually, well, legendary wouldn't be that hard. Mostly, but then that would be just floor 10 farming. It wouldn't actually be too. I mean, it would still be a little bit dangerous, but not that dangerous. With a few floor 10 farms, you can pretty easily get it. Rip X's. I mean, that's what they're for, right? I'm very much of the mindset of. I feel my RTS days have definitely taught me that resources are there to be used. If they're just sitting back in your inventory, it's yeah. That's not doing any good. We should totally do a Banshee. Let's see, actually, we'll do one more. So let's actually pick something important. Banshee seems like a good pick. Otherwise, Lady Death as well. G5. RPK. Mark 17. Kill that RPK. Although this is an ugly RPK. Yeah. Function over form. Because I've been storing up a lot. Do you guys want a Lingo build with the Pestilence? No. A Pestilence build. A Pestilence is not a status effect, if that's the thing that you're thinking there. With the Lengmo setup that I have, that is set up for a high tick, a Val would do nothing. There's a Coyote, I think, in there, just for extra crits. But yeah, the Pestilence debuff is a debuff. It's not a status effect, so it does not trigger Val. Black Market RBK starts with a B. Let's get this T25 as well. Oh, this was already at 20, so we'll be spending, what was it, 36, right? Yeah, it was 29 before. We're spending an extra 7, going from 20 to 26. Oh, well, actually, we're going 25, so that's 29. It's actually still pretty cheap to go to 20, which gets you most of the way there, because the going to 20 is 20. It's 20 exotic components to get to 20. And then 29 from 20 to 25. Or 36 from 20 to 26. Let's get another 20 in. Let's maybe do that MG. 3/3 statable. Way I like them. Because I'm never gonna use any other talents really than fast dance for infantry MG5. So I'd much rather have the 3rd stat be available. I mean, I've just been meaning, I've just been forgetting. I just remembered here. Thing is, as well, I wanted to kind of run out a little bit because this is the next character that's going to spend 500 points. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I should end up at 900 something. Or no, yeah, 1039. So that much. That's actually the reason I was wanting to spend them there. No. Being an expertise thing somewhere else is annoying. 25. Have I ever used the ACAM? I've used all weapons. And ACAM I use, like Black Market ACAM I use it actually a lot. There's a reason there's one even in her inventory. On ongoing, I prefer AKs. Well, I used to prefer TKBs, but AKs got whenever the Project Resolve changes happened, AKs are now ahead of TKBs, so... But for an AR with highest damage per mag, which for instance for ongoing matters, yeah, I use AKs. I actually kind of like the AKs as well. I used to run them quite a bit as well, just on red builds and stuff. Just honestly, I think the only reason I kind of am not using them as much anymore is just glass or like it used to be like you could run glass or obliterate high ends. Now you run strikers, and strikers does benefit a lot from better than that. Yeah, let's go do a quick title. I don't know if anybody is interested in joining me for that. As going for Adrestia mostly. I'm also kind of thinking maybe I just drop it to a few less directives. Yeah, just for speed. Let's take those to that. Yeah.
We need to retrieve the antivirals before Black Tusk can move them somewhere safer.
Start with this third drone hybrid.
Locate the maintenance pump room. We rigged explosives there that should get you inside the perimeter once you detonate them.
I might just run striker deck tank. That might actually be the way to go. So maybe I shouldn't loot everything. That might be a good idea. The one that has the 3 months lights. Oh, that one. The thing is, you can use it. I've used it on high ends before.
The explosion should cause a cave and they'll put you just inside the wall of the base.
Compensation is almost good enough. But yeah, if you for just the AKM indeed. Kind of like with the F2000, where you're using it to. Will she respawn? No, okay, she's not real. Wait, do I have the global event on? Yeah, I she's not real. Well, I don't actually need to do this on heroic, but
Experimental AEDs in proximity.
but just like the F2000, so in the past, now putting on, so if you're going, you know, contractors plus Fox, you would usually land on 59, which is kind of awkward. So what most people would do is usually still even put another weapon handling in there to go to 53. But what you can do as well is, like now you would go F2000, which lines up really well for high ends. Instead of that, you could also go that AKM. But the thing was that back when that was kind of handy, the AKs were just worse TKBs. And honestly, now you have the F2000, which is a better option overall for doing that same thing. So this doesn't have a place. Or really, it's annoying for it. It's competing for that tactic with the F2000, which is just a much better weapon in almost always.
Could be a way to intercept Black Tusk comms.
And then for something like ongoing, that crit chance is too valuable to give up. That's why you just don't see it much, but it's not bad. It's not terrible. It does have a little bit of compensation. If high ends were more popular, that would help it, but they aren't, so.
On approach.
Then ring the third drone hybrid headhunter has more than enough damage, of course, on its headhunting parts and as the turret and the drone. As well as also this on this character, I don't have many headhunter builds, like not many. Should always go full striker stacks before switching to the AR, or is there a break-even point that makes the last sense when the AR stacks finish so I can start doing damage sooner? It is very situational. So it also depends on if you're talking about striker with striker chest or not. So with there is a break-even point with the striker chest versus the non-striker. Let's kill that box from back there. And that's 150. So at 150 stacks, chest striker starts beating an obliterate striker.
Enemy transmission intercepted.
And especially with a chest striker, you do want to stack with the ACS, and it's not so much about just. So to me, it's not so much like that I'm really counting stacks when I'm stacking up with ACS. It's much more when the ACS is empty. I try to just not reload it unless I have to, unless I'm like low on stacks. So if I just get it up, whatever I get basically, and then from there I go to the AR. That's generally just my tactic. And that's much more of a it feels right more than like very calculated move or anything. Because I feel if I have to go through that reload in that time, I could have gotten a few AR stacks. And then with the obliterate chest, you can just get by with just ARing as long as it's Elmo speeds or higher, Elmo RPMs or higher. But yeah, to me, it's much more of a I'll try to get as many stacks out of a lefty or an ACS or a rock and roll, especially with what's it called? With a rock and roll, I'll try to. Alright, could you shoot that stuff?
Agent killed.
Why wasn't my turret firing at stuff? That's what I get for not paying attention. Let's say. Title can actually kick your ass. Also, you know what? Let's do the lazy thing here and just go like that. It's like that. 5 the watch points. At least we've looted some of it already. Re-loot everything. Okay. On a respawn, we're gonna get the exact same enemies that we had, so guaranteed that heavy and that warhound.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
It's being dicks. What? How did you get there? I'm dead, actually. Might be dead. No. Yeah, that's what I get as well for on that initial wave not killing a bunch of stuff more than I did. Some shock rounds in there even. A white cannot. Oh, my armor bags? Oh no. I just broke twice. Let's try that again with 100% less dying.
Encrypted signal source detected.
That sounds promising. Could be a way to intercept Black Tusk comms.
Deploying UAV.
Why is there? So what am I doing? Let's put these out. Her. At least yeah, we weren't too far in. My stupid death doesn't cost too much time. Still very hesitant to reload, just I'm so used to the actually, oh yeah, that was what it was as well. I can give him my determinant.
Terminal that you can patch Isaac into.
I need to get Adresia's key again. Don't need to go on the balcony anymore. I think I do, right?
Enemy transmission intercepted.
It's today that they get at it. Well,
we need to get these antivirals out of here. The division is inside the compound.
You need to make sure.
Do I still have the key, or is it? Should I have? I'm not gonna risk it from. It's better that we know once, right? Although we have to go like. I want to see it once, just because if I have an answer once, should have just reset the mission fully. I didn't.
The containers are ready for pickup. What's the status on those helos?
Gonna be a few more minutes. We're working on it.
Shit, copy that.
We'll see it here. If it is, we'll know for future.
Find a way to keep those helicopters grounded.
See if my turret actually will fire this time. Well, they likely got fixated on something somewhere and just decided to no longer be useful. Generally, like, that's the handy thing of a turret, like, especially drones coming in within its vicinity is just gonna shoot them down. Let's blow this shit up. Aim is pretty. Well, actually, I should. The surface is that my mouse is on is a little like. I think it's just a little bit too sweaty. Actually, well, I did do some dishes. I think it's just a little bit damp. It's just not going as smooth.
Sounds like you're gonna need all the help you can get. The support team is standing by, but you'll need to figure out a way to get them through the main gate.
But yeah, we'll see if today will indeed. I'm gonna try twice today, I think.
How the fuck did that happen? This situation needs to get locked down. Now.
In the future as well,
See
just
it personally.
try here and there. Whenever we don't have more important things to do. Now, for instance, as well, tomorrow we'll do the improving yourself part 2. I've actually recorded in the afternoon, which might be a little bit more relaxed for me. The cloud damage leave that to them. All I can do is
We're pinned down by turrets at the main gate.
it's gonna get back
Find a
up.
way to disable them.
I'll just... It's like, I'm alive! I'm dead. But yeah, we'll just get to the address to your room and did not register the key. I've actually never tried it like that. Usually because also I make sure to just reset the mission if I die. Let's actually see. I'm curious. I have no idea. Summit rules would be that you have to re-get the key, but then also the key would drop. So here, seeing as the key didn't drop, or like the key wasn't there, do I still have it? Does technically count as the same session, because actually I don't even know, like in like American history, if you grab the key and then wipe. Just I don't wipe enough. I need to wipe more. In toilets, video games. Hey, it's my third exo drop of the day. We got 2 on hardcore already. You get all the heavies. So could you let me give you some good head? Oh. I put a gear mod on a piece and put that piece in the chest and grab that piece with another character. Does gear mod go away on my other character? No. Gear in like mods in chat in the like I use actually the storage. Like I use the stash as storage for my mods. Like I put it in gear and then I put it in there. And yeah, it doesn't matter if you grab it with a different character or anything. It's in there and just safe and everything. So. That is attached to that piece of gear. It doesn't really matter if like it gets moved around or stuff like that. There's only weapon mods that other characters, and that's for obvious reasons, right? Like
I'm ready to open the gate as soon as the area is secure.
If the other character doesn't have the weapon mods, but the weapon mods aren't like physical objects, they're resources technically. How many enemies are you gonna give me? I mean, actually, it's not, it wasn't that much.
Now locate those antivirals.
I like.
As soon as you retrieve them,
Flag does
send
heavies
up a
are
flare
easy
signal
at
to
least.
support team. We'll stand by here and cover your ass.
I didn't have the switch against respond or weapon. Didn't have the. Yeah. By the way, do you mean you could still open the door? Because I would assume, like it's technically the same session, or it's technically like in the like for the game as well. Like it keeps count of kills and stuff like that as well in between. So I'm gonna guess it does actually.
Okay,
I just.
listen up. Plan B. We'll transport the antivirals
I'm
by
more
hovercraft.
surprised at myself
want
that I
these
haven't
cylinders
had
on
to.
separate vessels.
Intercept those cylinders. We can't let Black Tusk get away with a single sample.
They're outside of 100-meter range. You can't hit them with grenade launcher and stuff. I was trying to hit them there with the marksman rifle, but yeah, they're outside the range of that. RNG for streamers, exactly. RNG for me and not RNG for... Oh. Thing was on a sliver, wasn't that? Yeah. Well, honestly, as always, like going into missions and zones. Because the reason as well why I got exotics earlier as well, I was in zones with gear slots or weapon types here as well. That Dread Edict came from targeted. Because there's a lot about as well.
Storage device detected.
What you're, if you're
There's gotta be
maximizing your
antivirals.
chances by being in those kind of places. That can help a lot. Spawned so little, so I'm almost put off by it. More.
We're bringing a cylinder on board now.
Enemy spotted.
Oh, that wasn't enough to kill it outright.
Cover me. I'm on the gun.
And, drone destroy that.
Additional cold storage device detected nearby.
Get that second antiviral cylinder. The support team will secure the first cylinder in the meantime.
How will they trust that first the support team, Manny? That's how I pass gear mods with Winker. You can just put gear mods into the stash if the there is like the stash by itself already has the option of putting gear mods in it. It's much more for storage. Like if you're doing it in the same way, like yeah, you may know my way of every piece of gear has its own mod for me, which is not the recommended way of doing mods at all. But I kind of like it. Lets me swap very quickly between gear and stuff, which you know most other people would just do with loadouts. So that's the way to do it. But yeah, if you just want to get gear between two characters, there you can just put mod slots, or you can just put mods, gear mods, skill mods. Everything can go into the stash just by itself.
Requesting support fire. We've got hostiles on the bridge.
Request denied. We can't risk those antivirals.
Copy
I
that.
really need this red guy in between.
Copy in contact.
The deek. Sorry, hopefully enough. Yeah. I would love something other than that heavy.
Got a jammer.
For instance, this guy, that guy. Just so I have some stacks.
This is Thunderbird. I'm making an attack run on that hovercraft.
Negative, Thunderbird. They'll tear you to pieces.
Damn it. Missed all my shots. Really, that wasn't enough. Do you have enough fun actually to start on Elite? I haven't actually tried yet.
Sample secured. Preparing to exfil.
Copy that. Good work.
Portable canister detected nearby.
Oh, new can I can doesn't. Okay. It's on, yeah.
I'm hit. Losing control.
I mean, just 102 meters is the max distance that hit registration works at. And I think like 125 is
Wyvern, you need to exfil on foot right fucking now. We need those goddamn
is render
antivirals.
range for
You want me to run away?
not max.
I thought you knew me better than that.
But then, yeah, actually, likely I won't be able to open the door, and we'll have to do it again. Although it's, I
Get
mean,
on
it's
board the
not.
hovercraft and secure the rest of the
This is-
antivirals.
It's not a short
Team will
mission.
protect
But
the cylinders.
I didn't have determined, of course. Sir, why don't you shoot at that? Now, why don't you two shoot the thing that has... Oh my god. We're one room away. Let's actually go check. I probably don't have any access left. But I can't. I. Well, the thing is, of course, I've been saving accidentally because I've been out of optimization resources for a while. That's the real reason I had so many saved up.
Civilian target.
Oh no, that works. Show me Detox plus determined. Detox? Pleasant person. And yeah, the way to do it is to not interact with it in any way. You just leave it there. If you pick it up, it's stuck in your inventory. If you deconstruct it, you get stuck with the part already, so it won't drop again until you have done
Get those rocket launchers prepped.
another nemesis, so
What are you doing?
I'm gonna blow up the motherfucking
it just stays there
lighthouse.
on the ground.
Are you out of your
Because,
goddamn
yeah, you don't
mind?
get to
We need to
recalibrate that
cripple these
Restia.
assholes, so that's what I'm
You
gonna do.
only get to optimize it.
Christ,
So you need
she's
to get it
insane.
with Detox plus
Agent,
the
do whatever you
terminal.
can to prevent the launch of those rockets.
Anything else will stay on the ground there. Yeah, let's go to the boss room. And the annoying thing is as well, you have to kind of do it because yeah, we're literally before the boss room. Like we're 2 ads away from the boss room, so might as well go to the boss room here.
Rocket launchers are loaded.
God
Oh, I
damn it,
don't have
Wyvern.
nemesis for
Stand
this one.
down.
Negative, sir. I
Because I need to
refuse.
sneeze, but there it goes. Gonna say it doesn't want to, but indeed, where is it? Jason Adrestias. Anyway, exactly. I'm still pissed off that he doesn't say Thunderbird. Thunderbird here. I'm go. Argo. Negative Ramos.
Here to see the fireworks? You won't be
Wait, there's fireworks?
disappointed.
Yeah, sure.
Target locked. Initiating launch sequence.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, the
Everyone, this is not
Oxy
a drill.
damages the
We need to
cannon.
evacuate the building
Actually-
right now. Repeat, this is not a drill.
gonna kill the generators just by that. Let's go set up upstairs here. I'm actually not on a good setup for this because we're gonna have the well, actually, let's put you. Over here. Don't even have a nemesis to like really hit hard. Well, my turret and drone can murder.
Rocket launch backup power activated. Launch sequence initiated.
Does this eat my... yeah. And of course it does. Oh, alright, that works. Is that enough? Come on. This guy's
How
out.
can I
That leaves that
remember
like on
killing
a
you?
sliver, that's
It's been
gonna
a
be
while
funny.
since I can say that about anyone.
Oh, we're dead. Oh.
Come to save the day, huh? But you're a real goddamn hero.
Rocket launch
Wait a
backup power
second.
activated. Launch sequence initiated.
Did I pop her helmet off? You would think so, right? That was like a really hard trap on that pup.
Concentrate your fire! Lost one!
Serious trauma detected.
This fog is being annoying. Let's go get that.
Rocket launch backup power activated.
Fog
Launch
is
sequence
disabling my
initiated.
my turret on my drone. And it sucks. But my drone is finishing off fire down there.
You're starting to piss me off. Quick and painless is no longer an option.
Wyvern,
Wait,
what's
quick
your
and painless
status?
was an option?
Wyvern, come in. Wyvern.
That.
Sending in.
What? You're alive still? What? That's not fair. Sir, could you not be alive? Could you consider not being alive? I don't have any crit to do this with. That's fine. Oh, Faraday. Should be enough, right? Yeah, I was gonna say, like, these dogs at the end are gonna be a hassle because also nothing spawns with them. Oh, where did Wyvern die? It's my he basically was in a 1v1 with my turret and lost.
The antiviral cylinders are secure. We'll make sure they get safely extracted.
And the weird thing here always is, so you do this, right? And just like begin
We've got
like
enemy
mark
helicopters
for
on approach.
extraction.
Should we knock them down?
Because I got a coyote
Negative.
there for
Hold your
completion.
fire. Can't chance those cylinders
But
getting destroyed.
then
Well, that's a bit of luck.
somewhere down here, yeah.
Agent, you managed to secure the antivirals and shut down a key Black Tusk stronghold.
Because this is
Not to
the
mention
this is
preventing a
this is
rocket
that
attack on the
sample
base
that you
of
pick up.
operations. Incredible
It just
work,
goes
Agent.
to your
Truly
inventory.
Incredible. But
Although
there's
you
still
can
more to
use
do.
it as well. There is actually a place you can use it in the. You give it to some lady that's helping treat people, which seems like a weird thing, seeing as later on we need it for dealing with or using it with whatever it's called, the perfusion bioreactor. That took 34 minutes. What a wipe. Yeah, let's go get cleaned up and then we'll go do that again. Thanks for the bless you. Just skills were more power. Yeah. That's kind of what kills slot. The thing is as well, the scaling is definitely kind of made around there being,
That was a good deal.
your reds keep scaling higher and higher and stuff, but you end up at 6 skill tiers. And that's definitely kind of not enough for the skills. Like you don't get the scale them high enough for there to be continuous usage for them. Let's put those two away. Alright, let's park this. We're gonna actually let's put this back to her back to Eclipsing. Just for my sanity. Yeah, let's go to character 2 on this account, and we'll go do title again. Well, actually, if anybody does want to join me, if they're interested in Adressia themselves, it's not shareable in any way, so you can't even like. But you know, if you want one for yourself, feel free to say so, and we can get you in here. Although I'm gonna actually run Hotshot, so I will run Determined as a fair warning. I want to actually try out the Covert SRS and the SR. Well, there was, or well, never did. Add another one in there. People keep saying they feel better. I haven't ran them in a while, but I remember basically all of those weapons kind of being the same. The Covert SRS, the SRS A1, the M700 Carbon, and the SR-1, all being kind of similar. Like barely a noticeable difference. Especially like I do care about scope in time and stuff. Okay, no, that other one was already here. So let's take this one. I know, let's see if I feel a difference. Because this thing has a cool skill as well, or as cool skin as well. I wouldn't mind actually, you know, liking this. Now we're gonna go scopeless. You know what? Let's actually line these both up with full accuracy. This one as well. Although I do like the skin for the SR1 as well. Yep. I'll drop it again just to redirect it, just to make it easier for myself.
Civilians in distress.
I have a feeling I'm gonna swap to Negotiator Tech Tank after a little bit.
We need to retrieve the antivirals before Black Tusk can move them somewhere safer. Head down into the sinkhole and locate the maintenance pump room. We rigged explosives there that should get you inside the perimeter once you detonate them.
Let's actually do it like semi-scientific. That's not it's basically the same. Maybe side by side there would be a difference there, but that wasn't a meaningful difference. That's how many attempts it takes. With two at a time.
Okay, now
Well, I could make it third as well.
The explosion should cause a cave-in that'll put you just inside the wall of the base.
And we'll see how we feel about it after this second one. Because also it's basically a 12 and a 16. Like
Someone help me! Tango's got it through. Oh, it's almost open.
what? Oh, this weapon does not have determined on it. Yet. use this thing. Or let's not suffer. No need to suffer.
Advanced AEDs nearby.
Can't call out the rogues here. Start.
I'll put him down.
Not sure enough to kill you. And I should make this like, you know, I should keep an eye out for hotshot pieces. But actually, that's not even recalibrated. Yeah, with like maxed out headshots, I could put blue cores on this in the future, maybe. Kind of like the 6 blue that we had going with the for the hardcore.
Rogue agent detected.
Did you though? I'm not gonna fight. Nobody got time.
We need to retrieve the antivirals before Black Tusk can move them somewhere safer. Head down into the sinkhole and locate the maintenance pump room.
Especially not without the
Rig
nemesis.
explosives there
Like
that
with the
should get you
nemesis,
inside
I'd
the
fight
perimeter
them, but
once you
having to
detonate
blink
them.
away at them with like at best a mantis. No, thank you. Because also they don't take increased headshot damage. It's
Now
not
find the detonator. The explosion should cause a
from
cave-in
reanimated.
just inside the wall of the base.
They're special. And the answer to that normally is a nemesis, because you can kind of like 2-tap one with a nemesis, and then if you then get the headshot on the other one. Remember that part where I was gonna put determined on this?
Heavy contact here.
Copy that.
The drones are up.
Face is up. Ha, got him.
Weapons free. Weapons free.
I was gonna say there's one more way, right? If only I had a tool that I could use to spot things with. If only. Actually, what is actually how many of each are there? Library. So 25. So it's less bad. Then yeah, 12. So 12 times 25. Although it's 30. Is it 30? How many second stats are there? Or 30 stats are there? Where's that MG? I mean to equip it. Just wanted to. Yes. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 5 red. No, 6, 7, and then 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 12. Okay. So 12x15, which is. Messed that up somehow. Okay, so that's 180. I was gonna say. Because it's 150 plus a 30 from 215. But so yeah, 180, 1 in 180 basically.
Encrypted signal source detected.
So less than a percent
That
chance.
sounds promising.
More than
Good way to
half of a
intercept Black
percent
Tusk
chance.
bombs.
So what I'm saying is there is a chance. Oh yeah, we know that it's like it's not like that's impossible. There are people that we specifically know have some already. Oh, actually, there's more. Thought they were done here. So I should put this back to all, or let's go all stability with it. I feel that sway is still kind of messing with me, which I think is more my me coping than than actually the case. Well, let's put these both to stability. Actually, let's give it another try. Yeah, that's a little bit slower. Both are a little bit slower. As expected. I'm curious to see.
Look for a terminal that you can patch Isaac into.
Oh, this feels a lot better actually. That scope and time is much slower now. Kind of gotten used to being all accuracy on the
Intercepted.
on that other one on the
Wyvern, prep the helos. We need to get these
hardcore character
antivirals out
one.
of here. The division is inside the compound.
You need to make sure none of those birds get airborne.
Got to do the thing.
Wonder what that unlocks. Keep an eye out.
Actually, let's do. How much you want to bet it's going to be faster to just go over there and shoot it? Just because it's going to take forever for me to get that grenade on target. Oh, yeah, let's actually swap over. You know what? Let's take the. Because he has that, of course. Yeah, let's take the. Yeah. The head under tech tank. Gonna get into the ninja bike variant right away. I like the weapon handling on that one a lot better.
The containers are ready for pickup. What's the status on those helos?
Gonna be a few more minutes. We're working on it.
Shit, copy that.
Instead of just trying to snipe out, let's just go quick. As quickly as we can.
Find a way to keep those helicopters grounded.
Another dead asshole.
Here we go!
All right, I'm ready.
Deploy the UAV!
I hit the chopper, of course, because I was behind him. And that ate up my headhunter, of course.
Covered.
No, the barrels don't, right? So like, yeah, let's blow them up just so they're out of my way. 'Cause those don't eat my.
Wyvern, the helos
Also,
out.
don't mind that there is another exotic lying there.
This situation needs to get locked down. Now. See to it
Totally
personally.
not running a special version. I've totally not cranked up my my exotic drop rates.
Sounds like you're gonna need all the help you can get.
That is in fact
Support team
fake
is standing
news.
by, but you'll need to figure out a way
As
to get
fake-
them through the main gate.
Didn't I get a Dread Edict in the same room here the last time? Is this just the Dread Edict room? Another reason actually for getting exotics in this room more likely is just there's a lot of elites here. Elites seem to have a higher drop chance. Overall, that doesn't mean that you won't get them from reds or purples, but you seem to have a higher likelihood of getting exotics from elites. If the loot triggers when you're killing the elite. Scoping time. It's scoping time. It's high scope. Oh wait, do I keep my determined shooting these? Oh, I do. Thought I would lose it though. Just don't run determined much in missions and stuff.
Going in.
Generally, not the biggest fan.
Hostile fuel carrier.
We're pinned down by turrets at the main gate! Find a way to disable them.
Nothing sketchy here at all. Yeah, no, it's not sketchy. It's exotics. I mean, the thing is, especially you know, if you own that white hat
We've been compromised.
that they were
Reinforce
selling,
the main
or
gate
the
sector.
the white cowboy suit, that just increases your chances. Like, of course, you don't have to even be wearing it. It's just in general.
I'll get them.
They know how to make their wheels feel good. I'll come back for that in a second. Let's go stand on a truck.
Don't like the look of that.
What, of me standing on this truck? You don't like the look of that? No? Letting these heavies kind of come way too close. Oh, actually. Okay, he has a lot of health. That's fine.
Hold up.
For a second there, I was like, oh, there might have actually been an ally that died, but not the commander. So that's fine. Yeah. Railing, could you go away?
Gotcha.
UAVs are up.
Actually, the thing here is as well, if you kill actually faster, that bar kind of just goes. If you kill faster, you'll have to deal with more waves. Which, yeah.
Gotta ditch this fast.
1%.
I got it.
Care about loot or anything. We're just here for an address, yeah. So where's the heavy?
Tango's in sight.
Where's this heavy? What's this? It says some movement on this side. Oh. Uh-oh.
Back off!
Uh-oh. Oh, wait, where does this put me? Really? That's what I get for not paying attention. So what am I doing with this?
Get in gear.
Especially on solo scaling, just... Oh no, actually no, it's fine, right? I'm like, wait, the key again. Yeah, the conclusion was it's fine. So, cinematic. Is there a good merciless build? There are builds in which the merciless can be, and those builds can be good. You're kind of making them a little bit worse by putting the merciless in there. The thing is, merciless isn't great. But actually, in the current build collection, I would say like the best one to run it with is there's now a rifle build with this season that you can make with 3-piece Via. So you go Fox's Spread, 3-piece Via, and then basically 2 whatevers. Usually Cheska Coyote is the good one. And then Eagle's Grasp in there as well, so you get a lot of weapon handling out of it. It's also it's in the build collection if you do know the build collection. Others, I'll link it in a second.
UAV on approach.
Oh, she didn't get back up. Because it has a lot of weapon handling, which is the biggest issue of the merciless. So, I'll link it in both chats. I'll take a second to jump up. If you go to the build collection, let's actually go there for a second. It's 2 something. There's this 2.03. And the reason this kind of works okay with it, because you can also just like striker, you could go AR and then just swap to it after you've got some stacks. Although, yeah, you can make it spotter. You would need it to be glass. Or even braced, maybe even on top. But that would be overkill because you already have a ton of weapon handling. You have like, well, not a ton, but you have a decent amount. And this has been like a rifle build I've been enjoying quite a bit. If using a rifle build, what rifle you suggest? Overall, I use the ACR-SS a lot, but ACR-SS you kind of need to click a lot, which actually I can't anymore, it turns out. I would need to spend some time, at least not accurately. I've kind of lost that ability, just haven't done it enough. Otherwise, Mark 17 is a good all-rounder, where you don't have to click at, a lot either. M1A CQB is like the top-end weapon overall. But, and especially for that build, for instance, but even with the amount of weapon handling that build has, it's still not accurate enough to
those helos.
really work out well. But yeah, it really has a lot of damage, so especially if you're kind of getting close, or because this issue is like the accuracy is still not pinpoint accurate the way you would want it to be, even with like on that builds.
Find a way to keep those helicopters grounded.
But yeah, Mark 17 has a general use one, and you can still go classic and Monet, although honestly I wouldn't anymore. They since the rebalances to those systems, I would go Mark 17 as a like a general use where you also don't have to click much. Is it the ACRSS, the LVOC, and the lightweight on 4? All three are actually really good on the numbers, but you kind of need to get on their RPM, which is definitely doable. It's not, you know. I feel a lot of people go like it's Alzheimer's, you're instantly not Alzheimer's. The other one.
The helo's out of commission. How the fuck did that happen? This situation
Arthritis.
needs to get locked down now. See to it personally. Copy that.
They both start with A, okay. In my defense, maybe I have the young onset dementia.
Sounds like you're gonna need all the help you can get. The support team is standing by, but you'll need to figure out a way to get them through the main gate.
That's definitely, I don't like doing it for too long either. Yesterday I ran it for a while, like hour or hour and a half, and that was like, yeah, I'm done. Yeah, no worries. And exotic-wise, Ravenous is also pretty good. And Diamondback is also good, but for not so much as, yeah, it needs its own specialized builds, generally. Because you kind of stack headshot crit damage, and then like Headhunter build styles kind of fit better there. And then yeah, Vindicator and Merciless are not great. Vindicator, especially, just its damage is mediocre. You can get more out of a weapon without needing to scope it. Oh, and Dr. Rome is actually also pretty
Find a way to disable them.
good. And Dr. Rome is just pretty good on its base stats, it being a 1A CQB at heart. It's just lacking a little bit of that crit chance, because that's what you would do with the mods, which it doesn't, but it does okay damage-wise. And then its talent's actually okay-ish, group, especially in group settings.
We've been compromised. Reinforce the main gate sector.
Okay. Let's not let any enemies get close to this guy. This time.
Launching here.
Oh my, actually not helping there with the shot, honestly. There's no more height. barely got out of range there. And that's the nice thing about tech things, that I just don't have to think too much. They're way too sturdy for these guys to kind of break me. The downside here is that I'm the negotiator one, which kind of I should be trying to get
I'm ready to open the gate as soon as the area is secure.
marking multiple enemies and stuff. That's friendlies. But I'm not really doing that much. And the single target of this is pretty bad.
Now locate those antivirals. As soon as you retrieve them, send up a flare to signal the support team. We'll stand by here and cover your ass.
There we go, much better.
System reactivated.
No exotics? I feel. What? I feel robbed. And with I feel robbed, I mean I feel like a person called to rob.
Okay, listen up. Plan B. We'll transport the
Yes,
antivirals by
I've
hovercraft.
definitely
I
got
want these
way
cylinders
too many
on
exotics
separate
actually.
vessels.
Intercept those cylinders.
Okay.
We can't let Black Tusk get away with a single sample.
Should probably just skip the looting. Although, I mean, what are we doing if not looting, right? Because I might actually do it even a third time after this. See if we can do it once without a fail or a wipe.
Cold storage
In my
device
defense,
That's gotta be the antivirals.
there's no in my defense. I think I could have done as well with that enemy that killed our. Should have just weapon swapped, lost the determined, and just body shot them. They were already something that was revived, so I just made that was just fine. I mean, letting them get to that point even was already my bad. Why is this so poorly modeled? There's a humongous hitbox on the oh, whatever it's called, the minigun, stationary minigun. Actually, yeah, these guys are medics, so we can mark them. They won't respawn anymore. For a second there, I thought that was a drone, one of the explosive drones. Why is there an explosive drone all the way out there? Oh. Hello, Mr. Madam. Shotgun here. Let's put some shock rounds into our secondary and tertiary. So that'll come in handy against the Warhounds much later on.
Additional cold storage device detected nearby.
Get that second antiviral cylinder. The support team will secure the first cylinder in the meantime.
way outside of optimal. We have a big stupid dog there, so.
Wyvern, hostiles captured one of the cylinders.
One thing is with
Trying to intercept
negotiator, the negotiator
Hold the
retains
bridge
even
and
after
protect that
after they
cylinder.
get back up. So depending on what you're doing, stuff that gets back up will still be marked.
Support station ready.
Requesting support fire. We've got hostiles on the bridge.
Request denied. We can't risk those antivirals.
Copy that.
This is Thunderbird. I'm making an attack run on that hovercraft.
Negative, Thunderbird. They'll tear you to pieces.
Negative Thunderbird, your go. And with that we mean go around. You know, these guys keep saying stuff like, we've got an KIA here, which, you know, they mean they've lost someone. But I like to think that they know I have multiple accounts and they're like, we have one of the KIAs. You know. Is that ego? Oh, wait, what? That didn't count.
Sample secured. Preparing to exfil.
Copy that. Good work.
Portable canister detected nearby.
That's what we're higher ups here about. Exactly. Harassment in the workplace?
That helicopter took out the
Crunches?
turbines. We're
Who
fucking
cares?
stranded.
I didn't get an exotic there.
But right fucking now. We need those goddamn antivirals.
You want me to run away? I thought you knew me better than that.
This is an order, Wyvern. Wyvern, do you copy?
Get on board that hovercraft and secure the rest of the antivirals. The support team will protect the cylinders.
Maybe a few steps forward. Thank you. Maybe stay there for a second though. Wee. Slid just a little. I don't know why that's funny. I always like making that guy just wee. Yeah. This little heavy went to the market. This little heavy went down the slope. Slid all the way down. Am I losing my mind? And in local news, some old geezer playing Division lost his mind while he was grinding Adrestia. Some say he is still rambling to himself in the afterlife. Input code. Output Adrestia. Accuracy Atlas. I am disgusted.
Get those rocket launchers prepped.
Talk to me, Wyvern. What are you doing?
I'm gonna blow up the motherfucking White House.
Are you out of your
Wyvern,
goddamn
as
mind?
always,
We need to
trying to
cripple
blow
these
up the
assholes.
motherfucking
So
White
that's
House.
what I'm gonna do.
Christ, she's insane! Agent, do whatever you can to prevent the launch of those rockets.
Yeah, Manny very upset that he's about to be blown up.
Rocket launchers are loaded.
God damn it, Wyvern. Stand down.
Negative, sir. I refuse.
I refuse. Also, these models, so here they call them rocket launchers. In the same models get used in Coney, and they call them mortars there, and they do much more like mortar-y things. And then they even get whenever we had the thing with when we were adding them to castle, there they call them missiles. What is it?
You won't be disappointed.
At some point, I feel they just need to call it artillery as well, just like HRAMs or something.
Target
Just,
locked.
it's complete.
Initiating launch sequence.
Jesus Christ. Everyone, this is not a drill! We need to evacuate the building right now! Repeat!
Everyone, this
not
is a
drill.
screwdriver. This is not a drill. Get me a drill. Here, if you just kill everything first, you get a free out of combat. Meaning, you get a free heal. Not that I needed that there, but might as well. I'm gonna go sit up here as always. We are sorry for your loss. What was damn funny? We are gathered here today to remember Ikea, who died as he lived,
Initiated.
stupidly, while grinding for stupid shit. Oh, goddamn it, it's gonna be 7-10 split basically between the two.
I'm gonna remember killing you. It's been a while since I could say that about anyone.
I'm not gonna remember killing you, Adam Wyvern. But thank you for remembering me.
Come to save the day, huh? But you're a real goddamn hero.
Yeah, I'm a goddamn hero.
Engaging on.
Deal with them.
There's a grenade.
Let's see how they like it.
Enough small talk.
I agree, I don't small talk. Let's kill you.
Rocket launch backup power activated. Launch sequence initiated.
Of course, it's the far one first.
Fancy gear won't protect you.
Actually, my fancy gear will protect me. That's the point of my fancy gear.
Careful. They have a shield. Taking the shot.
Rocket launch backup power activated. Launch sequence initiated.
Nice. Don't you dare grenade launch at me. Ah,
What?
What's your status?
Yeah,
Wyvern, come
Wyvern,
in.
what's your status?
Wyvern. Fuck.
I got one of them. Target took a hit.
Let me pick up some AR ammo. At least this part will be a lot easier with build them on this time. Although, not if I
System disrupted.
run out of ammo, but yeah, Negotiator is actually pretty good against Warhands. Because you deal damage underlying, like underneath.
System reactivated.
Where does Wyvern learn there?
The antiviral cylinders are secure. We'll make sure they get safely extracted.
Yeah, you guys make sure they get safely extracted. I'm totally not keeping them. um, you meant
Sure, we've
that.
got enemy helicopters on approach.
Oh, yeah,
Should we knock
that too.
them down?
Yeah, that-
Negative.
yes.
Hold your fire. I can't chance those
That makes more
cylinders
sense,
getting
actually.
destroyed.
We all gathered here
Glad to know.
today
Agent,
to
you managed to secure
remember
the antivirals and shut
this
down
fat-ass
the key
heavy
Black Tusk stronghold. Not to
who
mention
died
preventing a
as he
rocket attack on
lived,
the base of
which
operations.
is
Incredible
sliding
work,
down
Agent.
shit.
Truly incredible.
He's a heavy. I did 40 minutes with one objective failed. As we lost the guy at the turrets. You know what, let's go set up for a third one as well. But I haven't actually set up that character to be set up correctly, so we'll need to do that first.
Nice doing business with you.
Because their nemesis needs to go to character 1 on this account.
Greetings.
Let's do that. Let's just, now that it's fresh in our minds. Although honestly, the okay, let's put that weapon back. The global event isn't, or at least the way I'm playing, it's not being that useful. I could make it useful, of course, by just running Headhunter style stuff, but we ran a bunch of that already. Yeah, let's go one more. But we'll need to actually set up this character by putting the nemesis in the stash, going to character 1, pulling the nemesis out, and then going back. Which will take a minute or 2. Hell, even maybe 3.
Automated external defibrillators detected on hostiles. Safe area detected.
And now we need to go to character 1, pull that out. And that is how you hide the nemesis from the game.
Automated external defibrillators have been
Build
deployed by
which weapon
hostiles.
is. Let's actually take it
Entering
back
safe
to
area.
there.
Everything is priced to move.
So this character is sitting here with with 5 nemesises in her inventory. Because we have a 25 one that is from the stash, and then each character had their own nemesis always. So let me actually have a peek in the category and see maybe for later on. When we raid. This initial load feels a little weird. I don't feel I've ever... I should maybe pay attention to that. Did they change the way that their loading shows? Nah, okay. Because with the... Sometimes, you know, usually you would get stuck up on 9%. But that would usually also be connecting to a character. So
Automated
I
external
was leaving the
defibrillators
character.
detected on hostiles. Safe area detected.
What even is this? Oh, these are... Oh, yeah. It's a drone hybrid. Forgot totally that I put a memento, or like set it up to be mementoable. Yeah, at some point as well, I need to go farming for this pesty build. Could benefit from a Lengmo chest. It's definitely not a high priority item, but that's the Lengmo chest I'm gonna try to go for. But I think I'm just gonna run Heartbreak Attack Tank. Okay, so generally as well, if you want to make sure that you've hidden it correctly, you can go for most of the weapons. You can go here. So Nemesis would normally be up there. So it not being there, the game isn't seeing it on this character. I know, let's go do another title. And if anybody's interested in joining me, let me know. Otherwise, we'll just get going with this. Seeing as I'm just gonna do it with Tech Tank here, I'm just gonna take 4. It's cool, skills won't matter anyway.
We need to retrieve the antivirals before Black Tusk can move them somewhere safer. Head down into the sinkhole and locate the maintenance pump room. We rigged explosives there that should get you inside the perimeter once you detonate them.
Another agent is now in your group.
So wait for them to load in. Start popping. So.
Okay, now find the detonator. The explosion should cause a cave-in that'll put you just inside the wall of the base.
So, 2 randoms there without any gear on. Really curious if at some point they might. Would love to ask Yannick about it. I'm willing to bet, like. So. Okay. Step way too close. But I'm guessing that they might have tried to do there. Got the global ones on, right? Because the enemies and stuff have like models that are, you know, with the gear and stuff on them. They look as they are. They don't have like stuff equipped to them in that sense. But the JDM and stuff are all kind of the same as character models as players, basically. I'll be curious to see if maybe they were trying to just give them
in proximity.
the same gear that we were using, and that maybe that was just too intensive. Because you know, a bunch of the gear that is for us is kind of... Because I can't imagine they just chose not to give JTF any gears. Because even like in Division 1 they have just, you know, stuff
Encrypted
equipped.
signal source detected.
That sounds promising. Could be a way to intercept Black Tusk comms.
I'll check here.
Targeting that.
for a terminal that you can patch Isaac into.
Let's see. She damn.
Enemy transmission intercepted.
This is Wyvern. Prep the helos. We need to get these antivirals out of here. The division is inside the compound.
You need to make sure none of those birds get airborne. Wonder what that unlocks. Keep an eye out.
Yeah, I just... You know, I could give this to you, or I could donate it. Expertise there.
The containers are ready for pickup. What's the status on those helos?
Gonna be a few more minutes. We're working on it.
Shit, copy that.
I know, one of my favorite rooms in Title where they just have a shit ton of toilets. That is the technical
Find a way
term.
to keep those helicopters grounded.
Find a way to keep these helicopters grounded. Well, we're gonna put out some paperwork and we're gonna designate these as not flight worthy. And then we're gonna file those with the correct government agency, which would be the FIA, I feel. And then these choppers will be grounded. Right? Or we just block. That works too.
Wyvern, the helo's out of commission.
How the fuck did that happen? This situation needs to get locked down. Now. See to it personally.
Copy that.
Sounds like you're gonna need all the help you can get. The support team is standing
exotic
by.
again
but
in this
you need
room?
to figure out a way to get them through the main gate.
Is this mission even worth running? Onward. It's a matter. Exactly. How many shits of toilets do you need? Because yeah, somebody who is at times helped as well with like just setting up big festivals and stuff. The amount of toilets and stuff that is
We're pinned down by turrets at the main gate.
like,
Find a
why
way
do we
to
need so
disable them.
many? But then yeah, the answer is also like you're gonna expect basically on a 10-day festival that you're gonna break half of them.
We've been compromised. Reinforce the main gate sector.
And if anybody else wants to join us, feel free to say so. Not sure what we'll go into after this. Obviously, this thing would be to maybe go do another weekly. Yes, I have 2 remaining. See, I did use up a bunch of.
An agent needs assistance.
I'm gonna double kill them. He's not in range. Still. Let's get some stacks in. Likely coming from the other side. thought I hear dogs behind me. Oh, there it is. See? No bunch stuff on that side.
I'm ready to open the gate as soon as the area is secure.
I'm making a run.
Now locate those antivirals. As soon as you retrieve them, send up a flare to signal the support team. We'll stand by here and cover your ass.
Of course, all the way in the back. Everybody poops sometimes.
Okay, listen up. Plan B. We'll transport the antivirals by hovercraft. I want these cylinders on separate vessels.
Intercept those cylinders. We can't let Black Tusk get away with a single sample.
Yeah, we can't let Black Tusk get away with a single sample of poop. That would be an atrocious thing. 2 Black Tusk, 1 cup of poop. Although no, legendary that door opens too, right? I wonder actually if you can or at that area is inaccessible, right? It doesn't have the that crate isn't there. I wonder if you can shoot through that. We should try that one.
Cold storage device detected.
That's gotta be the antivirals.
You would think should be able to. Should also maybe grab like a carbine 7 or an M4. Actually an M4. With flatline instead for... Actually a Mark 16. Mark 16 for now.
We're bringing a cylinder
Accuracy
on board now.
is more important than...
Enemy spotted. Keep them away from the antivirus.
System malfunctioning. System restored.
Man down. Enemy's coming around.
Additional
sharp
cold storage
rounds
device
in my
detected nearby.
pistol.
Get that second antiviral cylinder. The support team will secure the first cylinder in the meantime.
Actually, I'm not gonna take the other shock rounds. They're gonna be too useful. Honestly, they might hinder me more than help on the other weapons. Grab the thing. So they talking fast and often. Can we farm it? I think I did it this week already. It's per day. It's a crate. It's the rules of a crate. So as long as you can open the crate, so it's per character per day. Per
Wyvern, hostiles
reset.
captured one of the cylinders. They're trying to intercept the other one.
Hold the bridge and protect that cylinder.
Because the only rule of it is yeah, that just the crate resets. Like it's not gonna be there. It's gonna be empty if you do it again before a daily reset. They're getting the detox part is easy. It's much more the determined part. Because if there's
Requesting
25
support fire.
talents,
We've got hostiles on the bridge.
Request denied. We can't risk those antivirals.
marksman rifles, some
This is Thunderbird.
actually it's not that bad. It's not like super
Negative,
unicorny
Thunderbird. They'll
like
tear you to pieces.
the only annoying thing is yeah, you get basically 4 chances a day at most on an account. That's really the only kind of like limiting factor for anything. Shoot that thing just to also step up a little bit.
System curtailed. System back online.
Because it's basically a 1 in 180. I did it again, didn't I? Stepped a little bit too far that way.
Sample secured. Preparing to exfil.
Copy that. Good work.
Send 2 flares.
Portable canister detected nearby.
Who gives a fuck about portable canisters? We're almost at the address, yeah.
That helicopter took out the turbines. We're fucking stranded.
Wyvern, you need to exfil on foot right fucking now. We need those goddamn antivirals.
You want me to run away? I thought you knew me better than that.
He's a D
This is
guy.
an order, Wyvern.
Understandable, but yeah, it's especially the
Get on
the
board the
talent
hovercraft
that
and
is like
secure the rest of the
harder
antivirals. Support team will protect the cylinders.
Need a medic here.
for. I think Tony's in his having. Whee! I have no idea why I have so much joy in.
Another agent has joined your group.
I have you joining as well. Also, I feel the devs had set it up correctly. Like they knew, the devs knew. Or like, you know, we're gonna put a heavy at the top of this thing here, and then it's gonna be him sliding down. Let's see what we get.
Get those rocket launchers
Drum roll,
Talk to me,
please.
Wyvern. What are you doing?
I'm gonna blow up the motherfucking White House.
Are you out of your goddamn mind?
We need to
Damage
cripple
to
these
armor and
assholes.
ignited.
So that's what I'm gonna
It's
do.
just gonna stay on the ground.
Christ, she's insane! Agent, do whatever you can to prevent the launch of those
Shouldn't be
rockets.
so good, yeah. Yeah, this fight is much easier than the legendary. So we did 3 attempts today. Listen. You know what? The game's being nice and going like, you know what? We didn't give you that, so here, have a dread edict.
Rocket launchers are loaded.
God damn it, Wyvern. Stand down.
Negative, sir. I
They had
refuse.
3 dread edicts today? The other 2 were also dread edicts, right? I got, and I got 1 coyote. I don't know. That was
See the
a-
fireworks? You won't be disappointed.
Can we stack on her? Actually, I've never. Oh, we can.
Target locked.
Yeah, she's too
Initiating
far.
launch sequence.
Jesus Christ. Everyone, this is not a drill! We need to evacuate the building right now! Repeat, this is not a
The
drill!
generator's gonna get destroyed by now. By the clouds. Alright. Almost all of them.
Rocket launch backup power activated. Launch sequence initiated.
Deal with them.
Copy that. Returning.
I'm gonna remember killing you. It's been a while since I could say that about anyone. Come to save the day, huh? But you're a real goddamn hero. Enough small talk.
Got another.
Rocket launch backup power activated. Launch sequence initiated.
I always say this ramp you're always falling into.
See anyone?
Rocket launch backup power activated. Launch sequence initiated.
Hostile is in sight. It's over.
Indeed, it's over. Yeah, she has a hunter melee, which is just weird thing for her to
Wyvern,
have.
what's your status? Wyvern, come in. Wyvern. Fuck.
Because you one-shot melee through my shield barrage. As you can imagine, it's not a easy feat.
System restored.
Because I generally don't get
The
myself
antiviral
meleeed by
cylinders
her.
are secure. We'll make sure they get safely extracted.
Sir, we've got enemy helicopters on approach. Should we knock them down? Negative. Hold your fire. We can't chance those cylinders getting destroyed.
Well, that's a bit of luck. Agent, you managed to secure the antivirals and shut down a key Black Tusk stronghold. Not to
we
mention
did.
preventing a rocket attack on the base of operations. Incredible work, Agent.
Truly incredible.
But there's
There's still more to do. It's a good thing it's still the like happy Manny, because otherwise it would be incredible job, Agent. Truly incredible. But there's still more to do. Yeah, let's get cleaned up real quickly. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are up for it, but maybe let's go for weekly, unless there is something else we can go for. So we could farm like this area and this area as well. I think maybe let's just do a weekly. Although likely they will be out of them, so it would only really benefit me.
Agent, you haven't seen a selection like
I don't think
that
guys
since
are
before
okay
you
with
joined.
that.
Nice doing business with you.
Is there anybody else that wants to join us for a weekly? Let me know. Get you
Here
in
to check
here.
something out?
Because I used up a bunch of exotic components, so might as well start building back up. Plus I'm at a decent amount of stars.
Thanks for the deal.
What do I have on this character that I could run as well? Could just run a high end. Well, actually, yeah. But I'll run ongoing, letting Dunson run whatever they want for once, because been making them do ongoing stuff a lot. Let's already actually turn the world to 5 directives. Go away. As the mission completion thing was still up, so. Oh yeah, this one isn't the preferred ongoing, but for especially this, it's gonna be more than this is the triple tick variant. We have somebody with tiny bars there. 4 is weird. Why is it 4? Oh, that's not that guy. Is it this guy? It's this guy. Oh, it's the standard. Okay, that gives you 4. There used to be high ends and would give you 5 or 7, I think. Yeah, let's go and do viewpoints. As well do the same as the other times, doing the invasion together with it. Technically with title as well, we will have done like the invasion, but then like title first and then the, which is a little weird. Yeah, if anybody else wants to join us, let me know. Otherwise, once we kind of get going here, we'll turn on matchmaker. Actually, totally. Well, on this side, I want to. What I definitely don't want
is the viewpoint building, probably because of its broadcast.
Really high because it's never going to be
them out of
active.
there.
Let's turn on matchmaker. We get what we get. That'll help with scaling. What is the target? That's
Another agent is now in your group.
we'll have pistols and Grupo later on, but nothing too great for now.
Secure the building and recover any
Also,
intel
let's
you
see
can find.
if there are some that join and instantly leave because they see 5 directives.
Copy. Also.
One buff they definitely could would really help with ongoing. So if they give it like the chest talent is doable, but it's still not good. Definitely don't want to do that. If either the chest or backpack was like generally good usable, would compete like with, you know, obliterate or something. You could go with that, and then especially for instance on the like not this one, not the triple take one, but just the general use one. Being able to maybe get Eagle's Grasp would be pretty cool for it. Just even more reload speed. Oh, yeah.
Find it and recover
Your
any
friend
intel
is
it
being
contains.
not very useful. They're rushing in. Curious to see what he's even gonna try to do. Or just try to shoot. Well worth in rushing in. Here's to see in a second what he is.
Shooter here.
We're shooting the chest there, so only.
Hold it, Agent. There's another computer. Check it for intel before you head on through the building.
Especially with this thing, I will pre-fire because we get actual fire at some point. Both of these things gone, so I might get some rounds over there.
Look what I got.
Some blocking happening there. Oh, we got threat. But yeah, gonna chain him there. Generally, if you can, if you're like going face to face onto heavy, turning them around is a good tactic, but also just going to the side, letting your allies kind of, because there we're actually having issues like getting them down.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Blocking out.
Engaging enemy.
Serious trauma detected.
What is this guy? What? Yeah, marks of shame that you can't do anymore. That stuff graded to 26 kind of hurts me. That's my soul. Because it's just a worse version of you know what often gets called the bro build.
Black Tusk have been busy here.
Because 3
Search
piece
that
Empress
computer
beats
and
3
pocket whatever
piece
useful data you can
Hana
find.
you. Like you get 10 weapon damage with that third piece. What do you think you get from just, you know, equipping a specific weapon type?
Agent down.
No survivor.
Make sure they're dead.
I should just
Immediate
chain
medical
this guy.
assistance needed.
I thought I could kill him faster, but I should have thought which build I'm on. I want another peek at it. Armor regen put on it and then
Showing
optimize.
Black Tusk activity on the roof. We can't afford to leave any hostile elements in the building.
You can't fix any of these parts. This is yeah. I wonder what that interact is. What am I actually combing this area one of the future times? Because yeah, there's this. Although wait, is this what's on the other side here? Huh. Is there a gather in this mission? No, right? Yeah. Should one time just come in here, put my ult on that side, and then run across and see what's across. But then also, what would even be the interact there? Right? Get some sledge going. Just normal sledge going. It's that sledge. Because actually that time it was actually obvious that there was something on the other side. Let's kill that guy when he gets up.
What's that?
There.
Deploying!
Neutralize those assholes.
Where are you going, dude?
I don't understand!
Serious trauma detected.
Roof clear. No more contacts.
Viewpoint is back under control. Excellent work.
Because even without that, like, well, yeah. Well, It's even if it is the one of the things that kind of you have the speaky things that that kind of you can interact with, but that wouldn't be that high up in the building, I think. But yeah, not sure. Yeah, one time we should just try to align the character, because yeah, there's no gather in that mission, so you can just walk all the way back and stuff. I can just put the
Considering
alt
what we know about
there
that
and then
place,
just
that can't
go
be
back
good.
and try to see
Mark
where
on
that
your
is
map.
exactly. And then let's get the orange page next. Just gonna keep all my armor breaks. They look good on me. Let's get started.
Black
Let's
Tusk
see.
has already established a foothold here.
Random if he wants to
Dislodging
stay
them
with us.
isn't going to be
Okay.
easy.
MGs take quite a few shots. Though
Immediate
they're
medical
accurate.
assistance.
Watch out, reinforcements.
lazy and just using the good times. It's not even at the vendor or anything. Look, we just kick him in the side.
Targeting that agent.
Sledge on that one.
An agent needs assistance. System disrupted.
Yeah, they're going for the
Vital signs critical.
Yeah.
System back online.
Let's play it safe. There's only 2 things up, but you can still murder me. Oh, yeah. I just have things. I would much rather have
An agent is no longer in your group.
not AFK. Although, yeah, if anybody wants to join us for some of these missions, feel free. Say so. Otherwise, yeah, I'll restart matchmaker in a second. Reset armor breaks? What do you mean? Oh, you're going for armor breaks? Or do you? Or I said I'm not. I'm glass, and I don't care about armor breaks.
Local area network detected.
Oh
Check
wait,
any
I.
terminals or laptops you find. The more intel we collect on Black Tusk, the better we'll be able to counter them.
That's why I don't reset them.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Trust the health gates. Live, love with health gates.
Asymmetric encryption protocol detected. Installing backdoor.
I hope this encryption is to protect something juicy.
Yeah, let's go.
System curtailed. Another agent has joined your group. System reactivated.
Something like that. Grenade triggers. It's maybe too late.
System disrupted. 75% complete. Connection remotely terminated.
Shit, they cut off the terminal.
System restored.
Another friend is TNH. Supposed to be nine. Ah, that's the just you were going for. Striker.
Earth, the third rock from the sun. Our home may not be the center of our universe. So far, it is the only planet that can support life as we know it. In the vast reaches of space, it's fascinating that our little planet is the only place capable of creating and sustaining life. We know that Mars once had vast oceans, that many of the elements found on Earth could only be created in the intensity of a supernova. While no other planet in our solar system sustains life, organisms to evolve from single-cell amoebas to complex living beings like you. It started as nothing more than the
Oh, the
ash
lower
of a
clouds
dying
reaches
star
upstairs now.
light years away.
That's how wide it is nowadays. Oh, below up there is just so I already forgot what our random was. There it was. Oh, yeah, bad striker, right? No, likely being ran for proficiency, that's my guess. Should check if there is any. I was hoping for some stuff to be there. Get some hits in. I'm just trying to mark and just keep the amount of special ammo going. Oh, man. I'm expecting our ally to rush in right away, so I'm just gonna set up for that.
Water, as evidenced by these images.
Oh, I didn't get it right. Yeah, I should. But I had actually anyway. But yeah, no, actually, that guy rushed in right in his face.
Could have been covered by ocean. Martian explored.
Can I? Yeah.
Recent water flows as well.
Can I get up there?
Gullies, dry river systems, ancient lakes. There are also minerals present on the surface of Mars that could only have been formed in a liquid water environment. Today, water can be found on Mars largely as ice at the Martian North Pole. Although small quantities exist as water vapor,
Excuse me.
Martian atmosphere
Already skipped one.
brines in the Martian soil.
These are 27
Network signal detected.
Sounds promising.
Should maybe try to go for something a little bit more accurate than this. Maybe. Also, maybe not. That isn't going for it though. Leave it to
Data
him.
corrupt.
Damn it. I guess we keep looking.
Free fire at the door.
Secure the final hall. Maybe you'll find a terminal there.
Yes. Gonna get set up. About that, and that. And
Finish mopping up these
I'll do it
assholes
as
and
well.
let's see what we can find. strict, but check out the server just to be sure.
Reformat cancelled. Attack data 0.7%.
I'll send the data you were able to recover to our tech guys just in case. The museum is secure. Well done. Here's hoping we get some value from the data you transmitted.
Sir? Thing okay, sir?
An agent has left your group.
Are we the bad guys? I mean, yeah, we're the bad. Are we the bad guys? That guy lost his head. Yeah, let's go on to the next one. As well, let's go to Plaza first, then Space Admin, and then move on from there.
There's been a lot of Black Tusk activity around that metro entrance. Clear all hostile elements from the area.
I'll just go get started. It's already set. Oh, neither is that. Oh yeah, let's matchmake right away.
Another agent is now in your group.
Should maybe have gone and gotten myself some grenades. Oh my. Ew, that's what. Like, why am I not pulsing? But my pulse is broken. That's why. It's grayed out. No, let's put. You go in that slot and then put the pulse back. Okay. I pressed it right. I should just it like that. My pulse back. Because it pulls pretty good. Anyway, let's go get that crate. We've already forgotten one, or well, I've forgotten one. No need to blame all of us. And that guy has no curiosity at all. They, summing my pistol here and there because that has the sledge on it. Sneaking in those sledges. It's gonna stat pad as well. Although in this door is very likely to stay alive and be annoying for us. As I was gonna say, I don't think my armor would have been fixed at any point, so because I should have still armor breaks, and I do. These guys fell back instantly. Grab that as well. Back to full on ceramics. Should find a thing to spend that on. Double press. Now it's set up here because you have a bunch of stuff just spawning behind people. Because they spawn above us and just jump down. That's not gonna matter. Oh, that one is getting back up. Just for the crate, yeah. We'll get right on that tomorrow. Yeah. Didn't even have a chevron in it, so who cares? That's not a warhound. Mark that guy with my.
System malfunctioning.
I marked that guy with my crossbow. I mean, of course that works, but actually I just never thought about it. Because I was on fire, so that was the status effect, and then me hitting him with the crossbow was then the mark.
Get down to the mall.
Back to 4 armor breaks.
Contaminated area. Liquid DC-62 detected.
Oh no. The DC-62 we see on the streets has lost some potency over time and exposure to weather. But this stuff is fresh. Black Tusk must have found a stockpile of sealed barrels somewhere.
Active terminal detected.
Transmit any data you recover, so we can try to figure out what Black Tusk is up to.
System disrupted. System restored.
Get me another clip.
Nobody came out that door. The game's being nice and giving me a lot of grenades back, so that's good.
Keep an eye out for any Black Tusk intel. Data received. Huh. There's a map of the tunnel system here. Looks like we were right about their intentions.
Request priority transport from the plaza. Should have all the barrels ready soon.
Vital signs critical.
That sneaky bastard. There's always one that kind of back spawns. I'm gonna go get this first before. this spot is actually always pretty good. You can actually shoot both doors from here. Hi.
Get to the plaza.
Sneaky, sneaky. Awesome. 8 phases.
Secure the area, Agent.
Leaving contaminated area.
Must murder all vases. I'm doing that. I've just covered her in a sec.
Serious trauma detected.
March to right. What's there?
Sons were onto something with those DC-62 warheads, but they lacked ambition. Imagine what we could do if we reverse engineered and mass-produced this liquid. No one could stand in our way.
As ruthless as the True Sons were, the Black Tusk are smarter and more ambitious. Your actions here prevented a major war crime. I'm sure of it.
Stronghold unlocked as we get access to there. Yeah, actually, I kind of want to see if they're still in that group. And have a quick peek at what a random was bringing to the team. Grupa Cheska. Yeah. It's weird that a lot of people still like, or not Grupa Cheska, Grupa Fenris. Like Grupa Cheska works, Grupa Fenris doesn't. Because yeah, you can replace these two chances on mod slots that they have to crit damages. Cheska chests are also much more useful than Fenris chest. Yeah, let's go do space administration first. And then we'll go to invaded capital.
Stop in the Capitol
And then we'll
building.
do a bunch of activities.
They bet in, so don't let them. Good luck.
Snitch? No, no.
Hostile control point
Oh, nice.
identified.
So something pop up with that one. So what's that? That's a snitch check. Oh, yeah. How am I doing? Oh, yeah, we're keeping up. Although, of course, yeah, I'm buffing everybody else as well. So it's harder to keep up when you're the buffer. Also, this isn't a good ongoing setup, honestly, but it works. Yeah, let's go get started. If our random
We
joins,
want to get
joins,
Isaac
if
back
doesn't,
online
we
across
can-
the country. We need to reconnect the local system to the satellite network. We should be able to do that at the NOAA headquarters building.
Get to the control room. I can walk you through the process from there.
I wrote something out on the streets, which is rare here. And he's with us. Oh yeah, this isn't invaded. That wasn't the right kill. Of course, I'm loot all the way back there. And either service. And I'm doing good. Everybody out there is enjoying their time as well. As we're heading back into the week.
The control room is at the top
Sunday's
of the atrium.
almost over. And also, it's already September.
Hostile radio intercepted.
It's the division! Sound the alarm!
That went,
Vital signs
this
critical.
month went by pretty quickly. It's kinda like my vacation month. It's not that I didn't work, it was just that I worked less. But still, it gave a lot of time to do a bunch of afternoon streams and stuff. It was fun. Didn't do as many videos as that I wanted to do. Also, don't want to overdo it with that either. Definitely don't want to be like a everyday making of it, because after a while you just run out of actual things to do. And you end up making silly stuff, as a lot of people end up doing. Yeah. I should take a nap as well after. Got to chill for a little hour. Just felt kind of good. It was a good nap. I was kind of waiting for this wave. Although, of course, we come out and I'm not ready. There's your head. Yeah, I can imagine. It's doing a bunch you can't dance. As well as I generally try to not overdo it on one thing too much.
Heads up. I'm seeing hostile movement on the roof.
Yeah, loot. Just out of habit, follow them, but yeah, that's only an invaded. That's over there. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't loot it. Didn't look like it for a second.
I've sent the coordinates for the dishes through Isaac. It shouldn't take too long to align them. You're still gonna have to adjust each dish, but this will speed up the process.
Me, still couldn't hit the head there. Weapons against. Oh yeah, for speed I can.
Satellites aligned and clear for transmission. Signal is insufficient.
So far, so good. Now we just gotta find a transmitter to boost the signal.
Oh, out! Let's do this!
It's too early. Ow.
Serious trauma detected.
What? Okay.
Agent down.
What's that? Totally wanted to stand on those things after I went through that window, of course. Set up here. Yeah, it's a trying to get stacked up is always a thing with all of these global events now. They're just so powerful. So there's definitely a case to be made for just high ends and stuff with these, but also it doesn't matter. I just want to go through the wall there. Guys, hey, just gotta, so yeah, no, so don't run. So just be running on the wall. So don't roll before you hit the wall. So just run and then kind of stabilize and then just run. It's weird. It's not wanting to do it for you. I wonder maybe if it's easier for like the group leader or something.
Gotta find a way back.
The button.
That's it. We should be able to extract the radio once it's docked.
Seeing as I'm this, I'm gonna do that and that. Also make that a sledge. Murder him. Something got back up. File view connect command received. Welcome user 240893. Stand by. Yeah, there's always one guy right away from there, and it's Abby, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Muzzy special. You know, decoy plus pulse as I have it here is not the worst combination, because actually the decoy comes off cooldown before the pulse though, so I can toss the decoy out like that. And then still afterwards pulse. No, that wouldn't be bad. Because usually I take foam and then just, if I need the foam, I'll use the foam. Something like that.
Alright, this will extract the transmitter from the module
Plenty of time.
and connect it to the rest of the facility. Then we can link up with the division satellites.
Gonna toss a grenade there. That feels more than 31 meters. Right?
Agent, are you alright? Sounds like you've got company.
Pulled for sledge. Oh, actually. What? So, we slashed. Fine, don't do that.
Good spot for
What's that kind of stuff on that side? Yeah, honestly, I should be playing it more. Oh, I should be using that one. More like this, marking a ton of enemies and then trying to kind of go spread the debuffs onto them. Oh, the bleed. Well, the status anything. Tennyson got a target.
Satellite network is back online. I'll send a team to secure the transmitter for safekeeping. Good work, Agent.
There, the damage anyway. Should I use it? Oh yeah, this is very much not a negotiator. Although negotiator still works. That's what I ran on that tech tank on one of the runs. But yeah, definitely not in like a group setting kind of thing. Let's go get the key chest. What did we do? Anyhow, didn't give up in kills. Kept up in damage now. We have a decent spread on damage.
An agent is no longer in your group.
And as we established earlier, they're not very curious. So one would think if I saw a bunch of people going one way, I'll kind of follow them basically. Just to see where they're going. Yeah, we have available still Capitole. And then after Capitole, 5 activities in each of those zones, and likely not only me.
Side of the city.
Another
hit
3
them hard before
exotic
they get a chance
components.
to strike.
Yes. Everybody else
Hostile
already has
control
done all
point
their
detected.
weeklies. So we've done them a bunch of times together already as well. Yeah, let's get going. I don't know if anybody wants to join us. Let me know. Otherwise, we'll start matchmaking
From here,
in a
they
second.
look like they're in charge of the op.
Then that's your objective, Agent. Clear the site, eliminate any hostiles, and most importantly, take down that Black Tusk officer.
Just one more. Good sniper. Neither came out of the sides. That's fine. Ranging up together on the left side. Nice. Yes. Spray and pray.
Vital signs critical.
Another double heavy. Game does not like us. It's all the way back from the lightness. Skip the bench. Totally worth it. So glad I went back for that. Somebody else can open it. So I can really get that in position quick. I can sneak a bunch of sledges in. Could actually just swap my secondary to this and a lefty, honestly. Let's get the crate all the way in the back. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have a good
We got a lot of hostiles setting
good
up
targeted
by the southern end of the
on
building.
the
Roger that. Let's get that south wing cleared.
on the cheesable zone.
System malfunctioning.
Yeah, let's use this moment as well to matchmake. What's wrong with that? On the way out.
System back online.
Got the range. I'm coming up here.
I'm gonna go upstairs.
Got contact.
Oh, that wasn't a lot. Something got back up. Something got back down. Like that just to share, but it's not the slot you want to put the group in. That one resource.
System curtailed. system restored. Another agent has joined your group.
Sounds random. A second to catch up. Sounds like I'm a second to show it. A ninja with 4-piece striker and a piece of heartbreaker. Oh yeah, once the door's open, we have to go.
I got one.
This is not great.
Serious trauma detected.
Yeah, they start moving when the door opens. Cancel kind of make it maybe. Especially with going that far forward. So focus on those guys. Change the screen. Grenade there. What are they firing? But if you told me that guy was like level 50, I'd believe it too. I wish I had a few more grenades, man. I had to use a bench there. Were the servers restarting? They're likely not. That pop-up is indeed there.
Looks like Black Tusk has equipment set up on
What
the
quite
roof.
often happens
Then it needs to be
is
destroyed.
it's literally the server that you're kind of on. I shouldn't be up there. Just gonna hold distance. Actually, I'll be in the circle if the others want to push up. Because I don't have the firepower to be up in their noses. Oh, well, I don't have the reload speed to be up in their noses. These guys bullet kinging a wall. That was what was happening there. No joke at that pulse.
Agent down.
Net pulses are dangerous. Although yeah, generally the easiest way to deal with it is just to kill the owner. This guy's staying in the circle. I'm just gonna go quickly loot. And then go back in. Just in case they get out, they get out. I will get back in a second. Didn't even beat me to it. This also gives us a moment to admire this, because what's going... Oh, no, yeah, it's not even for proficiency, because it's likely going to be created. There's no recalibrations here. This person does not know how to recalibrate. Like no talents recalibrations, no recalibration, no recalibration, no recalibration, no recalibration, no recalibration, no recalibration, no recalibration.
All right,
No
continue
mods
the
in their
sweep.
gear. Is this like their 7th character and they just don't care? No, this is their main. Yeah, 1k hours on this one character. Oh, but to go back to the server design, that's usually just the server that you're kind of on, and the game will mitigate you to somewhere else. Whenever, like if you're solo, whenever you're fast traveling, when you're in group, whenever you go into a shared space, that timer will likely hit 0 and nothing will happen. It's only really if everybody gets it, but then usually as well, that is like on the Tuesdays and stuff. I forgot to reload my weapon.
Put him down.
See if I can land a good grenade for once. Yeah, 40% or 30% on top. Already reanimated. That's gotta hurt.
I saw them.
Oh shit, I missed that one. So I thought for Stronghold solo? If you mean on your first playthrough, if you mean just getting them, they're not particularly harder than just general missions. It's much more so, overall, they are longer. Some of the strongholds are pretty long. That's really the bigger difference. Yeah, it's there. But if you're asking because you have them unlocked now for the first time playthrough on story, they're not that much harder. Just a little bit longer, but that doesn't also mean much, honestly. Because if you need to, if you're like low on resources, you're out of med packs and stuff, you can always fast travel to a safe area and get your get med packs and stuff if you have that perk unlocked, which it's recommended to unlock that perk. I think you can just fast travel back and I'll be checkpointed.
Looks like you got them all, Agent. The capital is secure.
Why is a she level going up so much? Video we're 24555. Call 555. Shoot people in face. Curious to see how much they contributed in all that. So yeah, my contribution isn't great either, but I was like spending a lot of time sledging and stuff, so that's my defense. Also, I'm on a buff build, so I'm buffing others. Yeah, let's go get cleaned up for a second and then go do the activities because I also need a quick bio break. You guys need that as well. Also, us all being in here will make it sure that we're gonna get transferred and stuff.
An agent has left your group.
Oh, so we have a group of pieces here that could be usable. So we have that, and we have this one.
Glad
So
to
if
see
you
you,
guys
Agent.
want those, and then let's pop the caches, and I'm gonna take a quick bio, and then we'll go hit up those 10 activities. Get them out of the way.
I appreciate the trade.
This one on top of here as well with this military AKM. We made a fast hands one. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna just take one quick bio break. And hey there, go first. Yeah, I'll be right back.
An agent is no longer in your group.
Yes, I was needed for a second. Let's get back here.
Another agent is now in your group.
Quite often have. I'm guessing somebody swapped characters or something.
Please do not run outside the safe area.
Or
Sudden movements may be misconstrued as a hostile act.
but yeah, let's go do the activities here. Annoyingly, yeah, this character will have a lot less spawn. Well, not a lot less. But yeah, let's just go start here and just work our way through. We'll hit that and then get a few stuff over there. And if anybody wants to join us, we'll hit up likely these 10 activities, and then that'll be it for me for today. Streamed in the afternoon too.
Hostiles!
Too many tanks is good for stacking, but I don't need to stack, so I'll actually wait them for others.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Access key detected.
EMP out!
As a medic, that won't get back up. Yeah, let's go get the public next door. And this weather, it's hard to see shit. I mean, that's kind of the point. Right. They've already murdered one. That's fine though.
Hostage health is critical. Incoming hostiles detected.
Yeah, these kind of distances, there's no need to expose myself too much. I just blind fire at. I should kill him. Oh, this zone kind of sucks. I'm finishing up the weekly. Just running around doing that. We did the missions. Now we're just doing the activities. It's 2 down. A bunch more to go.
Agent, we got a situation.
Shut up, Manny. Let's maybe just run from here to there. And then we'll go do the 2 over there. With this character not having, like, being the way that they are with, not having done their side missions. Those side missions eat up a bunch of spots that stuff could be spawned. Or stuff normally spawns. Especially this zone has a bunch. And there's random areas.
Still dangerous out here.
I feel we should be able to just capture this Chinook. Extra patrol. I have this weapon with a super long reload. You would think I would prepare to reload it more often so that it's at the ready.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Let's make that a sledge. Standing next to a gas can. This might end poorly for me. Those extra guys just don't even know where we are. Actually, when the decoy lands, it also triggers split screens. I'm gonna get these backlogged ones. Again, if anybody wants to join us, feel free to let me know or just jump on in. So, likely finish this up and then call it there. Actually, let's go to the castle side and go do these 2. It's not faster. Yeah, castle is gonna be faster. I'm looking forward to Tuesday as well. It's going to be interesting to see what the end mission is going to be when it comes to the climax mission. Could be legendary only. The climax mission? No. All climax missions have had all difficulties, and like they're talking about master for the next one as an optional difficulty, which is a weird thing to call difficulty, I feel, but sure. Grabbing something.
Incoming hostiles detected. Access key detected. Access key detected.
And then we'll see if it's something cool again. Want to mine something at the difficulty of like recruiter again. Kind of enjoyed that. Having something to kind of bite into. Although, honestly, towards the end, there was... Once we kind of understood the spawning mechanics of it and kind of how everything is elite and stuff, PFE became just easy. Oh yeah, let's look at that territory over there. That'll be... Actually, wait, we got 5 already here. Yeah, we got 5 already here. Likely one of the patrols we were hitting was... Let's go make a mess here again. Like yesterday. We'll go hit the double public and likely aggro that territory as well. So what is that? So if it's all is going to get 10 soon. Yeah, so I'm basically giving you the buff, you're giving me the buff. That's how that ends up working. Because that's a reason to sometimes like same for Y and incursion, you kind of like overlap to firewalls. And one gives a buff to the other, and the other gives the buff back to the one. Yeah, let's go. Mud over there. Let's also aggro the other one when we aggro this one.
Let's do this. I got you.
Get back. Interesting. Sometimes the damage does apply, sometimes it doesn't. I'm kind of unsure what seems to be the rule set for that.
A hostile control point detected. Hostage health is critical.
Oh, attacked him.
pad.
I'm dead.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Kind of in a bad position here. Annoyingly a drone.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Likely gonna come from our behind.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Right, truck. The truck.
Don't let them come around.
Serious trauma detected.
Agree with that Black Tusk guy. Don't let them come around.
Detected. Access key detected.
That was a whole street fight. We went through 3 activities. Actually, I need food on this character, and this is a food area, so let's grab all that as well. Oh, wait for that till everybody's in range. Yeah, interestingly, sometimes those things bug out, and because that shouldn't be able to give us a purple, but it did. I wonder what actually causes that sometimes. Because some are not scaling correctly to what is the expected one. But yeah, let's get all our loot because I left a bunch still here. We have a convoy there. It's an easy fourth. Let's get that one.
Big architecture.
Affirmative.
Incoming hostiles detected. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
I stepped in my own fire. Silly way to die. And I would have died because I'm glass. Which is even perfect glass right now. Even more food. Oh, we have an elite territory. That's Walker Harris, not the best one. Now let's go to that elite territory. Just seems like a good one to end on. And I might just end on that. We'll grab that, get cleaned up. And then go to bed at a somewhat decent time. Get up at a somewhat decent time. I'm not sure if I kinda unsure about my tomorrow kinda looks. But likely I'll stream in the afternoon and we'll finish up that the skill guide, and then maybe do some of the testing for the boundaries and the auto updating parts of it.
detected. Location guarded by heavily armed
Maybe
hostiles.
even do some form of cool graphic for it or something.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Although with cool graphic, I mean just make a visual that kind of
Additional hostile contacts.
shows how it's lining up together.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Like that.
Access key detected. Portable device detected.
Well, this character doesn't have the portable device here. So,
Electronic device detected.
I should remember. There's a Shay one, right? Or yeah,
Found a little boy on the street today. I
Shay
asked him where his
going.
people were. He told me they were dead.
Listen to how awesome I am.
He described
Don't
it?
you know how
Not
awesome I
even
am? Let me tell you
They
how
let the
awesome
kid
I
alive
am.
because they thought it would be funnier to watch him starve to death on his own. Fuck that. I don't care how many eyes they've got on me right now. I'm going to spoil their fun. Going to take him to the theater and make them take him in. Because he's got nowhere else to go. And he can't.
Weekly done. Yeah, let's jump back to White House. Let's get cleaned up, and that'll likely be it for me. Oh, and early. But that's fine as well.
They're gonna find out
have
just how
some
real I am.
extra time. Tomorrow. Well, as well today. I streamed a bunch. In the end. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow we'll have a good targeted on the bounty cheese and zones. But even if we don't, I might actually just spend some time over there. This one actually is well not per se. Oh wait, that was a
Hello there.
that one is actually a
Nice
handy
doing
one.
business with you.
This was a sacrifice, right? Yeah. Yeah, if somebody wants this one, I'm gonna skill damage sacrifice for explosive pills. That one can be handy if you don't have the blueprint yet. And then yeah, that was a quick weekly and a bunch of attempts at getting address here. Still don't have the right address here. Although that'll be a long ride. I'll get one eventually. How many stars am I up to? 182. Yeah, I was maybe if tomorrow if it's better target heads. We've had just bad target heads on them. But yeah, maybe tomorrow as well we'll get some of those in. And yeah, I'm gonna keep my points till the end and then do them all in one go. But yeah, thanks to Amateur and Tonyson for joining me.
An agent has left your group.
Had some fun. I'll leave you guys behind.
You have left the group.
And I'll say Amateur's getting 16 levels away from 4K, so then he'll be Amateur 4K instead of 1337. But yeah, GG's all around. Something of that went into my mailbox, I think. Or was I not full? No. Okay. At some point as well, I need to actually farm a bunch of these TDI cards. A few of my TDI cards on some of my characters are not free talented. I would want to change them all to free talented. Just, you know, as completion kind of thing. But yeah, that's going to be a long grind somewhere next season, most likely. For now, we're going to go and find somebody to raid as... we'll see who is available for that. Anybody actually in in Division? No, by the looks of things. Let's see actually by the by viewers or by in the category. Not seeing any names that kind of just pop out at me, but let's see who this person is. Just briefly doing some descent. What a group. Ah, yeah, let's just we'll pick the Harley Quinn. Not the Quinn, but the Gwyn, the gun Gwyn, gun kata. Yeah, we'll start it right. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll likely be around in the afternoon, and then in the evening. And yeah, we'll finish up that skill guide one, and then in the evening, maybe I'll do it in the we'll see how it goes. Might in the afternoon do it already with recording the improving yourself video. I definitely want to do it tomorrow, just so it's kind of ready to go for Tuesday, because yeah, next week I want to kind of spend some time with the manhunts and stuff, and we'll be busy with that. Don't want to have that one kind of out of the way. But yeah, for now, enjoy Harley Quinn. I'm gonna stop rambling and just say, as always, have a good night.